Determination of calorific value by Jenkins gas calorimeter. Jenkins calorimeter. The calorific value, a heating value of the fuel is defined as the energy liberated by complete oxidation of unit mass or volume of a fuel. Unit mass or volume of a fuel. It is expressed in kilojoule per kg for solids and for liquid fuels kilojoule per sorry it is expressed for solids and liquids kilojoule per kg, gases kilojoule per meter cubes, kilojoule per meter cubes. Before going to that, we will once again revise what is higher calorific value, what is lower calorific value. Calorific value is the total quantity of heat liberated by the complete combustion of 1 unit mass per volume of a fuel in oxygen. Calorific value is mainly divided into higher or gross calorific value and lower or net calorific value. Higher calorific value is the amount of heat liberated when 1 unit mass per volume of the fuel is burnt completely and the combustible products are cooled to room temperature. It means room temperature means at 25 degrees centigrade or 77 Fahrenheit. That is higher calorific value. Lower or net calorific value. Lower calorific value is the amount of heat liberated when 1 unit of fuel is burnt completely, but the combustible products are allowed to escape. So whatever combustible products are, gases products are there to allow the escape. Hence, lower calorific value is less amount of heat is available when compared to higher calorific value. Lower calorific value is equal to high calorific value minus latent heat of water vapor. So units for calorific value for gaseous fuels kilocalorie per meter cubes, for solids kilocalorie per kg. So determination of calorific value by Jenkins gas calorimeter. Jenkins gas calorimeter. This is the Jenkins gas calorimeter. Jenkins gas calorimeter consists of vertical cylindrical combustion chamber. This is the combustion chamber. Vertical cylindrical combustion chamber. So through here water from constant head, and then thermometer is here. Bunsen burner. With Bunsen burner we are heating condensate, exit gases. Here also thermometer is there. This is air. This is outer jacket. Cylindrical. This is the entire. This is the cylindrical combustion chamber. So it consists of vertical cylindrical combustion chamber and the pressure governor regulators. Pressure governor regulates the supply of gaseous fuel. Thermometer, then this is the Bunsen burner here, then here pressure governor is there to regulate the supply of gaseous fuel. Gasometer measures the volume of gas flowing in a particular time and combustion of fuel. The gasometer measures the volume of gas flowing in a particular time and combustion of fuel can be carried out by Bunsen burner. Combustion of fuel, this is gasometer, amount of gas, volume of gas flowing in a particular time, and combustion of fuel can be carried out by a Bunsen burner. This is the Bunsen burner. With this we are heating the gas. The combustion chamber is surrounded by an annular water space. This is annular water space. Inside, heat exchange coils and outer flues are fitted. Inside, heat exchange coils and outside flues are fitted. Chromium plated outer jacket which prevents the radiative and convective heat loss from calorimeter. Outer jacket. This is the chromium plated outer jacket which prevent the radiative and convective heat loss. Convective heat loss from calorimeters. Because it contains air and acts as very good insulator. Air is a good insulator. So opening of annular space can circulate the water at the appropriated places at constant rate and around the combustion chamber. Two thermometers placed at appropriate places which can measure the temperature of the inlet and outlet water. So here temperature, this is the T2. This is the temperature, thermometer 1, that is T1. This is inlet water. This is outlet water temperature. So in the combustion chamber, known volume of gas is burnt at a constant rate in excess of air. This is the combustion chamber. Here known amount of gas is burnt at a constant rate in excess of air. And produced heat, whatever heat produced which is absorbed by water, So by measuring the temperature of inlet water and outlet water, we can know how much amount of heat is absorbed by that particular water. From the temperature difference, heat evolved from the gas can be calculated. Here volume of the gas burnt in T temperature at STP is V, temperature of incoming water T1, temperature of outgoing water T2, weight of water collected in time T is equal to W. So high calorific value is equal to W into T2 minus T1 by V. So here W is the weight of water collected in a particular time. T2 is the temperature of outgoing water. T1 is the temperature of incoming water. V is the volume of gas burnt at time T. So mass steam condensed in time T in graduated cylinder from V meter cubes of a gas is equal to M. Latent heat of steam is equal to 587 calorie per kg. Lower calorific value is equal to LCV, that is HCV minus M by V. Here M is equal to mass of steam condensed in time T in graduated cylinder from V meter cubes. V is equal to volume of the gas into 587 is the latent heat of steam. So LCV is equal to HCV minus 0.09 into H into 587 kilocalorie per kg. So with this A calculation of calorific value of a fuel can be made theoretically by using DeLong formula. By using DeLong formula. So this is the, so in the determination of calorific value by Jenkins gas calorimeter. So calorific value is the heating value of a fuel defined as the energy liberated by the complete oxidation or complete combustion of a unit mass per volume of a fuel. So higher calorific value, fuel contain carbon and hydrogen. During combustion process, carbon burns to carbon dioxide and hydrogen reacts with oxygen and forms water vapor. The magnitude of calorific value depends on the phase of water vapor in the products of combustion. The higher heating value or higher calorific value, gross calorific value, is obtained when the water formed by combustion is completely condensed. When the water formed by the combustion is completely condensed. That is, I mean, all the combustible substances are combustible products are cooled to room temperature. The higher heating value, I mean, that is the gross calorific value. The lower heating value or net calorific value. Net calorific value is the amount of heat released by complete combustion of unit quantity of a fuel when vapor carries its heat of vaporization. When vapors are allowed to transfer. Hence, HCV is equal to higher calorific value is equal to lower calorific value plus, so whatever it may be, however you can calculate. Lower calorific value is equal to HCV minus latent heat of water vapor, or higher calorific value is equal to lower calorific value plus latent heat of water vapor. Here HCV is equal to LCV plus MHG, means here whatever it may be, however you are taking, M is the mass of water vapor formed by combustion, HFC is the enthalpy of vaporization of water, it's the kilojoule per kg. So calorific value of gaseous fuel is determined by Jenkins gas calorimeter. So with this formula you can measure higher calorific value and lower calorific value. So this is the formula you have to use to measure the LCV is equal to HCV minus MYV into 587, or high calorific value is equal to W into T2 minus T1 by V kilocalorie per meter cubes. High calorific value is equal to this one by this equation, lower calorific value is equal by this equation, you can measure. Okay, this is the determination of calorific value, higher and lower calorific value to by Jenkins gas calorimeter. Higher and lower calorific value of the gas by Jenkins gas calorimeter.